could impact the next 2 or 3 fiscal cycles. Budget discussions are expected to heat up this week between Walsh and the Boston City Council.
Music all day, the wonderful Owen Way.
Right, day and night, W-O-O-N, Woonsocket. Owen Radio, Owen Worldwide, in Woonsocket.
Rhode Island Governor Gina Raimondo is looking to move away from the detailed industry-to-industry guidance for the first 2 phases of the state's reopening plan in the next phase. She said during her coronavirus press briefing on Friday that when the state goes to phase 3, possibly on June 29th, she hopes, it'll be more of a situation where everyone will be trusted to do the right thing to limit the spread of the coronavirus. Nearly all indoor venues that remain closed in Phase 2 will be able to reopen in Phase 3, but you must be smart about it. Large venues like concert halls and auditoriums that wish to have more than 250 people will have to submit a plan to the state, however. Governor Raimondo on Friday said that the goal is still to resume classroom learning for all Rhode Island public school students on August 31st, but she said it's going to take flexibility and innovation to get that done. School districts are now being required to submit 3 different reopening plans by the 17th of July. Full, partial, and limited in-person learning. Those are the 3 plans, with the switch being made. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
Here we are. It's Coffee Ann on ON, AM, and FM on this Monday morning, June 22nd, first full Monday of summertime. And good morning to you. I'm Joe Callahan. With us is Charlie Baldelli. Good morning, Charlie.
Morning, Joe. I want to shout out to my good friend who listens every Monday morning, Massey's. Pretty soon we'll be back to headquarters, Massey.
Just because you're on, he listens every Monday?
No, he listens because you're on.
I'm sure.
Oh.
I thought it was because I was on. I'm sorry.
There's Romeo Berthium. Good morning, Romeo.
Good morning. Good morning, Mayor. Good morning, Joe.
All right, our first segment sponsored the Coffee Ann program is Windermere Woods.
Woods, located at 1044 Mendon Road in Woonsocket. Windermere Woods, 401-762-4226, and also on the web at windermerewoods.com. Live at Windermere Woods in a nice atmosphere that provides caring, security, and comfort. Once you move in, you'll want to stay at Windermere Woods for many years and be happy. It's a comfortable place to live and meet new people, enjoy regular meals, and get peace of mind. Windermere Woods is a small community with a nice, friendly atmosphere, and Windermere Woods is affordable. Windermere Woods offers such programs as housekeeping services, transportation to doctor's appointments, and to shopping. Windermere Woods is a very secure facility, 24/7 staffing. Someone's there day and night. They provide social entertainment activities and invite you to come by and visit. Windermere Woods, 1044 Mendon Road, Woonsocket, 401-762-4226. Windermere Woods.
All right, it's Coffee Ann here on ON, AM, and FM. Thanks for joining us this morning. And, gentlemen, did you have a nice Father's Day?
Very nice. One of the nicest, actually, for us personally, it was a triple holiday. It was my granddaughter's high school graduation party.
Oh, wow.
Her 18th birthday, and Father's Day for myself and my 2
Children
sons.
that old? I didn't think you were that old.
Well, Charlie, I'll buy you a coffee after the show. Actually, I have some older. I have some that are even
we
older.
had
than that.
luncheon at the Fazzini's restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
My wife
Nice.
and
I've been
My
there.
son dropped by, say hello, and my other
Did you eat
son...
outside or inside?
Outside.
Outside,
inside.
yeah.
No, sorry, inside.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want outside.
It was
I don't
too
like
hot. It was
bugs.
Too hot for
It
outside?
was too hot outside,
Yeah, I
right?
don't like bugs, wind, and all of that stuff. I want to be...
Do you like lobster?
No.
I was going to say
I'm not
that.
a lobster guy.
You're not a lobster. That's a bug.
I'm a pasta guy.
Ah, yeah.
And,
Italiano.
Bethany, who
Yeah.
owns
Yes.
Fazzini's,
Nice lady.
felt sorry for me.
She
She said,
did?
you know, your favorite is penne bolognese.
She knows what you like, huh?
And she said, but because of our limited menu,
It's not on the menu?
we do not have penne bolognese.
So we'll send out for you, Charlie.
And then,
So anyway.
then the only downer was my son in Boston called and said
Yeah.
that he had that esophageal cancer,
Yes.
and they sent him home for 6 weeks to get strong.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he called yesterday and he said, now they told me 8 weeks.
Okay.
8 weeks before the next treatment. So,
Okay.
Okay.
you know, that was a downer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a downer. So,
But he called you. It was Father's Day. That's
yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How's the other John doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
He's got two sons named John.
Yeah.
One is Jon, one is John. Am I right?
Well, I figured no house should be without two Johns.
Good.
Did you like that one,
Good.
Romeo?
I
That was
loved
quick,
it.
wasn't
Yeah, very.
Pretty
you
clever.
are sharp this morning, Charlie.
All right. I got a call from my son yesterday. I didn't think I was going to get one because he told us about a week or so ago
Yeah.
he was taking a couple of weeks vacation. And you know what he was going to do? He was driving to northern Vermont,
Okay.
and then he was going to hike the entire state.
Come down.
He was going to hike he was just going to hike to
Hike
the
it.
southern part of
That's
Vermont.
what I mean.
To
Yeah.
to somewhere into Massachusetts.
Is the
That's
Appalachian
something.
Trail there?
The Appalachian Trail goes through there, and the
Right.
trail he was on was going to be part of it for a little while. But there's
Okay.
another trail in Vermont called the Long Trail.
The Long Trail.
Starts at the top, goes all the way to the bottom.
It's a good name for it.
All right.
Yeah.
He called me yesterday.
Yeah.
He was driving home. He made 26 miles, and that was it. And he learned something. That you don't hike on this trail at the end of June, beginning of July, because it's too hot and humid.
Ah.
Because he had 25 pounds pack on his back, food and shelter and extra clothing.
So you
and-
said he was driving home? He wasn't walking anymore? Or did he?
yeah, he did.
got off
Yeah,
the
so
trail?
he called
Yeah.
somebody
Okay.
that said, "Come and get him.
Bring my
to
car."
to bring him back to his car.
Okay.
so he could drive back to Maine.
Is he going to try this again in the fall?
He
maybe?
will try it again. He knows now. Okay, let's do this in April.
All right.
Or let's do this in late September
Early
or early
October.
October.
Good.
Because it is just hot. It
he's
was
a
way too. It was 86 degrees and
So-
humid on the trail.
He's a camper, too.
Yes, he likes doing all that outside stuff.
So he's a naturalist.
So
Yeah.
That's
when,
good.
when I
Good.
left the Army,
Wow.
I was infantry grunt. Mm-hmm. You can have that life. I don't want to. I want clean sheets and room service.
See, he was never in the
I've
Army,
had it.
so-
I've had it with in a tent. With a, by God.
You're also not 26. 26-years-olds like doing that.
26, That's well. That's
That's a long, long time ago, John. Do you remember that at all?
About 60 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
It's good to be young, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
but he was able to.
So you
well,
got-
he did 26 miles. So
And he got home?
in the heat. Yeah, he got home yesterday. So
How about the bugs
he's
out
doing
there?
fine.
That's great.
But-
He had
Mosquitoes
to
and
deal
bugs.
with bugs too. He goes, that was
Yeah.
another problem because
Yeah.
you're constantly swatting them away,
Sure.
and this is a pain. And they probably can smell the food he has, so they're
yeah.
just gonna circle around him.
Traveling gourmet.
But I think
Yeah.
this summer, for some reason, started maybe about 2 weeks ago, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean. It's an early summer, and it's hot. Going to be
Yeah.
hot. For the next 10 days, we're going to get 90-degree weather. So it's
That's
it's an unusual
Right.
summer. So maybe in a normal year, it would have worked.
Maybe.
When I say
Why doesn't
normal, I
he do
mean
this in the-
weather-wise.
Excuse me. I
Yeah.
don't mean to
No, not at
interrupt,
all.
But why doesn't he do this in the fall where it's cool?
That's what he's
Well,
going to
now
do.
that's what he's going to do now. He's planning it for this coming fall.
My God, he should listen to you.
Well, he never asked me what the weather conditions going to be. Maybe he thought June won't be too bad. It's before the real heat of July.
Yeah, true.
And then this massive heat came in
Yeah.
when he wasn't expecting it.
Was he? I shouldn't answer this question, but did he travel alone?
The answer is yes. And we asked him about that, and he said, but there's this whole community of people that hike on the trails. So all you do is you meet up with other people.
Oh, okay.
And you just hike with them. So technically he's alone, but he's with other people all the time.
okay.
And he
Yeah.
met quite a number of people along the trail that were doing the same thing. So, you hang out with this group of people one day, and then you hunker down, and then you get up the next morning when you're ready to get up, and then
Right.
you start hiking again, you meet up with somebody else.
Actually, it actually sounds like a nice idea, though, when you're young.
Yeah, we talked about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Some
yeah.
friends of mine and myself, we talked about it.
Yeah.
We were going to do just one leg of the Appalachian
Really?
Trail.
Yeah.
And then you start to figure what you need to bring. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, you know what? Full field pack. Well, you remember that in the Army. Full field pack. My God, you don't want to walk with.
So, Charlie, you've had it with the rough life, huh? for the next
I want the easy life.
next phase of your life.
It's been luxury.
Good for you.
It's been
You
luxurious.
earned it.
All right, we want to remind people that if you want to run for office, Charlie, if you want to run for office,
Never.
declaration
Again. Never again.
declaration of candidacy starts today.
Hey,
Really.
So it's today, tomorrow, and Wednesday by 4 o'clock. You got to get down to City Hall and pull your papers.
So you're talking about local elections, right? The
Local
municipal
elections. Yes, it's here in Woonsocket. Town council and mayor
and school committee.
and school committee.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about running,
I think I was
Even
the
though you might
happiest guy when my last election was the one I lost. And I said, thank God.
I'm all done.
I'm done with this nonsense, for Christ's sake. It is tough being a mayor in a mill city, which wasn't that.
sure.
And can you imagine being a mayor now?
You
with-
know what,
all
no.
over the country with all this.
Oh yeah.
You know what happened? I had an open door policy. And the elevator used to go to the 4th floor back then before it
Yeah,
broke down.
yeah.
So I'd have people up there all day. I need a job. I need a place to live. I need this. I couldn't even go to the freaking John. And I said, I can't take all that.
Wait a minute. They coming to you and say, "I need a job."
Oh, yeah.
They wanted you to find them a job.
Of course. That's politics.
That's not your. That's
Charlie,
not
I
the
gave-
mayor's job.
Charlie, I gave out flyers for you on election night. Now give me a job. That's how.
Is
sad
that
I
the way
heard
it's
a lot of
supposed to work?
that.
Yeah.
Really?
Honest to God, I lost, and I said, thank God I'm out of there. So I told my successor, Francis, I said, please, do not have an open door policy. Do it by appointment only because
Yeah.
they'll drive you crazy.
They will. Yeah.
There'll be people all day long outside your office waiting for you to walk by so they can stop you.
Yeah,
I said, thank
And
God
say-
I'm out of here.
yeah.
And say, would they demand or would they ask? Would they say,
Oh, they
"Give
were
me
nice.
a job"?
No,
Oh,
they
all
were-
right.
no. Then I went to work with the Speaker of the House, Jody Andrews, who was a friend of mine, for 4 years, and then I retired.
Wow.
I
would
don't
never.
wanna-
Well, I've never been employed for that long amount of time where I said, I really should ask the mayor for a job. That just wouldn't cross
Oh,
my
That's the
mind.
first thing that comes to mind to most people.
Is it?
Oh,
Ask
yeah.
the mayor. Wow. okay.
My son-in-law needs a job. My son needs a job. My daughter needs a job.
Well, tell him to
Everybody needs
apply at McDonald's.
No.
No, I don't want that job.
Charlie's a Burger King guy.
All right, go to Burger King. Is that going to be open next week?
I don't know, Charles.
They don't talk about McDonald's or Burger King
Not
or
sure.
Wendy's. Like
That's
on
your
a 29.
hangout. You should know that.
Yeah,
Burger
but I
King.
don't know.
You hold court there, or you used to hold
Absolutely,
court
yeah,
there.
That's
yeah.
my office.
I got to
know.
hold it in the drive-through lane, huh? All right, you know what the latest news is? The world's going crazy.
What is
It
it?
came out over the weekend. As you heard last week, no, we got to get rid of Aunt Jemima, and
Yeah.
we got to get rid of Uncle Ben,
That's when I lost it.
and we got to get rid of Mrs. Butterworth.
Yep.
And Eskimo pie.
Eskimo Pie's the new one.
Oh man.
We got to change the name. No, I don't know. The Eskimos up in Alaska.
They don't
Is
care.
that a derogatory term? Did anyone think to ask them?
No.
Or we're going to change it to their real name, the Inuits. We'll call it Inuit pie.
What are they going to call
Is that
it?
okay?
The pancake mix. Are they going to call it Black Lives Matter mix? I
They
don't
haven't
know.
said what they're going to change it to. But did you also read the great grandson
Yes.
of Aunt Jemima?
Yep.
The second Aunt Jemima.
Right.
Is very upset.
I don't. And he's African American.
Yes, he is.
So there you go.
He's very upset that they're erasing his family's legacy. I'm like,
Well-
no one ever considered them.
Yeah. Well,
You ever think you see a day where they desecrate statues
Well,
and tear them down,
no.
throw them
I'm,
down?
I'm,
Oh, my
I'm
God.
glad you said that because I was just going to mention one of my heroes, one of my favorite presidents is Theodore Roosevelt. I I just kind of admire him greatly because of
Walk
what he's done
softly
for
and carry a
Canada.
big stick, right?
Speak
Yeah.
softly. We got the right idea. But anyway, the point is, they took down the mayor of New York, your good friend, Bill de Blasio, agreed to take down a statue in front of the Museum of Natural History in New York City, a statue of Teddy Roosevelt on the horse,
Okay.
because he was a Rough Rider, Spanish-American
Right,
War.
right.
Yeah.
They want it down because of his questionable views about racism. And then I also heard that Woodrow Wilson, who was the president of Princeton University in
Right.
nearby New Jersey before he became president,
Yep.
they named a hall after him, a hall, by the way, that he never walked into. It was a new building that they built after he passed. Now they're changing the name of that hall because Wilson also was born in Virginia, and he had, quote-unquote, some racist tendencies, as most people did in that era. And they didn't
In the
even know.
South.
I don't think they even knew they were racist.
Romeo, what about the Statue of Liberty? Is that going to be torn down too?
No, but don't be surprised if they start saying, let's take the Washington Monument down. Because Washington had
Come
slaves.
on,
Washington freed his slaves.
What's wrong with the governors
Jefferson-
and mayors of these communities?
Jefferson, let's go one step further. Jefferson not only, well, I don't think he may have freed them upon his death. I'm not sure about that, but he did. We know one thing. He loved his slaves. He loved his slaves.
A little too much.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I've been to
He
Monticello.
had
Yes.
children with one of them.
Outside Woodlock.
What's going on?
Yeah, on top of that. But
I
he was
think-
never married. I mean, he was a widow, or
Yeah.
widower.
Widower.
But he fathered this several children with one of his slaves, and they admitted it. They finally agreed.
yeah.
But I mean, are they going to take that monument down, the Jefferson Memorial? I mean, let's start going through every single.
Well, we brought it up
figure
on
in-
Does
Friday.
anybody stop these people?
That's
No.
what I'm
No.
Does
wondering
anybody
about.
care?
Well,
No.
you got the mayor of New York, the mayor,
They're saying
powerful
it's
position,
okay.
saying, "Yeah, go ahead, take it down. It's not right because I guess he was. He offended some people."
Well, we
So-
brought it up on Friday. We're going to have to replace the two faces on Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah, they're gonna chisel them.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Well,
surprised.
Washington and Jefferson are up there, Charlie. So, what are we going to do?
You know,
But that was the latest crazy.
I-
We're going
I-
to change the Eskimo pies
yeah.
because
I
but
can't believe
before the Eskimos get organized and march on our business,
Yeah, I know.
we'll appease them and change the name before they get angry.
Okay.
Even though they're not angry.
Eskimo lives matter.
Yes.
Well,
apparently.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
All-
they're happy about it,
all
but I
lives.
don't.
I don't think they care. I really don't think they ever gave it any thought until all this started.
I didn't know when did Eskimo become. When did that become a bad name?
I don't know. Well, President Trump, one of your
One of my guys.
Charlie, it's all right.
I'm a Trump guy.
He mentioned that he said something about at his rally the other night that was not a big success, unfortunately for him. That's what they say anyway, and he's pretty upset about that. He was misled as to the number of people,
Right.
but he held his rally, and I heard this morning that in Tulsa, in Oklahoma, there's an upsurge in viruses. Of course, that could be the media saying that. See, they shouldn't have had that rally now. But there weren't as many people there as they expected.
Right.
But I did hear on a larger scale that the World Health Organization said that they had the highest increase in coronaviruses worldwide yesterday than they've ever had in
Where?
one day, all over the world.
Oh, okay. It just spiked
I
everywhere.
mean, the percentage, whoever's keeping track of these things. So what's going on? Is this virus ever going to get
I don't know.
I
Until there's a
don't
know.
vaccine.
Blown out of the
I believe
water?
Until there's a vaccine.
well? Exactly, yeah,
Till
and
that
hopefully.
time comes.
So I don't know what's happening. And then Florida has an upsurge. Oklahoma has an
I
upsurge.
heard that. Yeah.
Florida, Arizona.
So you may not get to Florida this year, this coming.
I'm
year.
going to Florida.
You're going anyway?
I'm going in October, come back for
That's-
Thanksgiving,
that's-
go back.
You sound like my wife. We're going no matter,
No matter what.
Absolutely. I can identify with that.
I know you
Yes.
can. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the Coffee and program. Any comments and questions can be called in at 766-1240. If you want to send in an email, the new email address is coffee@woonsocketadio.com.
Oh, I like that.
Windermere Woods, located at 1044 Minden Road in Woonsocket. Windermere Woods, 401-762-4226, and also on the web at windermerewoods.com. Live at Windermere Woods in a nice atmosphere that provides caring, security, and comfort. Once you move in, you'll want to stay at Windermere Woods for many years and be happy. It's a comfortable place to live and meet new people, enjoy regular meals, and get peace of mind. Windermere Woods is a small community with a nice, friendly atmosphere, and Windermere Woods is affordable. Windermere Woods offers such programs as housekeeping services, transportation to doctor's appointments, and to shopping. Windermere Woods is a very secure facility, 24/7 staffing. Someone's there day and night. They provide social entertainment activities and invite you to come by and visit. Windermere Woods, 1044 Minden Road, Woonsocket, 401-762-4226. Windermere Woods.
The Castle Luncheonette will stay open for takeout until further notice. You can still get those wonderful dynamites and fresh clam cakes and chowder to go for either lunch or dinner. Gift cards are available for purchase, too, at the Castle Luncheonette. Diane and the staff at the Castle Luncheonette on Social Street in Woonsocket is ready to serve their entire menu to you, and you can enjoy it in your home. The Castle Luncheonette is ready to serve you. Their website is Danny'sTV.com, and it's where you find all the information about this reputable family business known as Danny's D&S TV and Appliances. They feature most of the major brand-named appliances, including Speed Queen, providing longer warranties, and made in America. Danny's is also your big screen headquarters, featuring LG, Samsung, and Sony TVs. Come and enjoy the big screen experience in person and see the difference for yourself. Danny also services all makes of appliances and TVs, including troubleshooting. Appliances and TVs are major investments, so be safe and trust experience. Danny's D&S TV and Appliances, 158 Central Street, Millville, 508-883-5862. The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee in Pawtucket. They're a 62-year-old family business that roasts all its coffee right here in Rhode Island. Founded originally as Excellent Coffee Company, they provide great coffee to food service establishments throughout New England.
ON Radio.
All right, it is Coffee In on ON, AM, and FM. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Joe Callahan, along with former Woonsocket Mayor Charlie Baldelli, who's not running for office, right, Charlie?
Right.
Okay.
He's just running for his
Never again.
running for his life. Not
Romeo Berthium is here as well.
also
All right.
running for his life.
The governor of Rhode Island is getting out her pen this afternoon.
Oh, good.
Getting out of what?
Her pen.
Her pen.
We're
Oh,
signing an executive order,
Yeah.
and we're dropping the name Plantation. Not only that, because I'm thinking, because sometimes I'm so literal. I go, well, then what is the official name of Rhode Island going to be the state of Rhode Island and Providence? That makes no sense.
I know.
And so, but no, it's Providence Plantations is going away. And then we're going to, not us,
Yeah.
not us, but then
Yeah,
you, Charlie, then you get to vote on it to see if it's okay.
No, it's not.
I'm like, it's so backwards.
So in other words, this executive order will take effect only
Immediately.
If,
No.
Oh,
It
really?
takes place immediately.
So what's the point of voting?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna come and take it off all the website of the state of Rhode Island and I guess paperwork, the stationery and things like that. And then now they tried to vote on this. Well, they did vote on it 10 years ago.
Yes, they did.
And it got shot down.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I
Now,
remember that.
Okay. Now, Charlie, you as the only voting person here in Rhode Island, what about it? Do you want to keep the name Providence Plantations at the end of the
Absolutely.
state? Okay, just because of history?
Everybody wants to change history.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody.
Yep.
Now, if I may, the word plantation has a negative implication to a lot of people. But the word plantation back then, when Rhode Island was founded back in the 17th century, meant a colony that was planted by, let's say, a European. And Roger Williams planted this colony, and the word plantation came to be used as a colony. But as the South developed, obviously they were plantations too, and that the word became almost synonymous with slavery.
Right.
And I think that's why they want to do that. But the official name of Rhode Island it's because Rhode Island was really founded in two parts. The state of Rhode Island, that's where Newport is. The island of Aquidneck Island is also known as the island of Rhode Island. And it was founded by Verrazzano, one of your compatriots.
Compatriots, yeah.
Yeah.
So was this old
You know, so
company.
there are three towns on Aquidneck, or the island of Rhode Island. As you know, there's Portsmouth, there's Middletown, there's Newport. Okay? That was one part of
That
Rhode
was the
Island.
state, basically.
That was Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And then when they founded Providence, which was actually founded before Newport, they added Providence Plantation, meaning the colony of Providence. So they made the official name Rhode Island and Providence Plantations. It has nothing to do with slavery. Although I will say, and I'll be fair about this, that at one point the slave trade was huge in Rhode Island.
Yes, it
The
was.
founders of Brown University, for example.
Yeah.
And,
Yes, it was.
You know, I don't want to get into that, but I don't think that should be. There were no slave plantations. It was just slave trade here. But slavery was pretty huge in Rhode Island, as it was in most
As an
colonies.
economic force.
Exactly. So So they're going to drop it, huh? Now, can a future governor change that? Can they go back?
Well, I don't know, because she's going to change it with her executive order. It's going to the word's going to be removed from the official documents and state websites, and that's all it's going to do.
Yeah.
Now, a resolution asked voters to decide on officially changing the state name has cleared the Senate.
Yeah.
It's still going to go to the House, and then we'll see if it goes onto the ballot this coming
All right.
November.
She can do that unilaterally
And if
without
Well, yes.
a vote from the people.
Yes.
and if the voters disapprove it in the fall, let's say it goes on the ballot in November,
I guess I'll have to
then
put
it
it
goes
back on.
back to plantation. So all the money they're going to spend reprinting all the letterhead and signs are all going to.
Well, I'm not a
Go.
big fan of the
That's
government, so I'm not
that's
gonna
going to
say
cost some
anything.
money. Yeah.
If it fails
Yeah.
in November, couldn't she just say, well, another executive order? And we'll vote on it again in 4 years?
She's caving in. She's typical of what
No.
a lot of local politicians, politicians all over the country are doing, caving in to the demands of the minority.
No, I haven't heard anything, Romeo, and this involves us in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And maybe they're just laying low for now, and maybe it'll just go away. But what about down in Plymouth Plantations?
There you go.
Is a huge tourist destination.
I'm glad you brought that up. because
Very good, Joe.
There's another
you.
example of another plantation.
That's right, and
They
that's
didn't
what, and
have-
that's what
yeah,
that's what it's a
that's what that's what the word really meant.
yeah.
A colony, a planting of a colony.
And it shows
No.
if you've never been there.
No,
You been there, Charlie?
Plymouth.
Oh, I used to vacation there.
In Plymouth?
At,
Okay.
Bradford Inn.
Oh, okay.
Right on the water. Yeah.
Well, it's got all the homes, and it shows all the farms that they do, and
Yeah,
people
little
are.
plantations, nice water.
Yeah, it's something
live
like
rather
something like Sturbridge Village.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. A lot of good field trips
Yes.
were taken there by a lot of school
One of my
groups.
favorite restaurants is in Plymouth, Mass.
Okay.
Isaac's.
What's it called?
Isaac's.
I thought it was the Mayflower. No,
I
that's
don't think there was actually.
No, they're not there anymore. Mayflower's gone. They're rehabbing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they keep sending it to Connecticut to rehab, and then
Is
they
that
bring
right?
it back every once in a while.
But getting back to what you were saying,
but the-
Romeo,
Yeah.
Spiro Agnew said it best.
You mentioned
We
him
can
last week.
never allow a vocal minority to impose their will on the silent majority. And
But-
that is exactly
Well,
what
what's
we
going
have
on?
done
Yeah.
that.
Now, Romeo brought up, and he said he heard it this weekend, that the state capital in the state of Ohio,
Columbus.
Ohio, they're thinking of changing their
Yes,
name.
they are. My son told me that yesterday.
unbelievable.
And I don't know how, where he heard it, but basically, I'm not surprised. What about all the Spanish explorers? Like Ponce de Leon, for example. They probably, quote unquote, treated the natives the way Columbus did. I don't know, and I'm sure they're going to find out. And they're going to start changing names and knocking down more statues. Isn't that against the law to vandalize property like that?
It's allowed.
But it's in a
because-
good cause,
Because
Romeo.
we have governors and mayors who are wusses, and they're allowing this to happen.
That's exactly my point. They're caving in, and it's not only the
Absolutely.
politicians; it's also the corporate leaders. And, like, for example, we talked about before the break, General Motors, General Mills,
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima, Uncle
Now,
Ben.
what about? Now, I brought this up on Friday, Romeo.
Yep.
How come you're not hearing an outcry from historians like yourself and like school teachers and every college has got history
Wow.
professors?
Yeah.
Where are they?
I'm
Or
sure.
and we brought up to say, are they too worried about being fired?
Yes.
Okay.
The professors probably are. Let's say the high school teachers, they probably are not worried about being fired, but they're worried about being taken to task by the parents or by a certain group or
Yeah.
being called
But
into the.
professors have
to the-
tenure.
Yeah, true. But some of them still, they're under a lot. And most, again, I'm generalizing, and please forgive me. Some of the best people that I ever encountered, and the best teachers were history professors at Providence College, and they're great people. But a lot of the professors in the universities and colleges throughout the country are extremely liberal, and they pass on their views to their students, who become teachers, who continue to do.
So
That's
they're probably
changed.
happy that
They're
these
in their
things are
right.
happening.
I'm sure a lot of them are,
Okay.
but I'm sure a lot of them are not. And maybe they just don't want. They just don't want to be criticized for
Maybe they don't.
criticizing the decisions. That,
Yeah.
and I'm sure some have.
And they'll be
Yeah.
labeled racist.
You got it. That's
If-
exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Now
other-
there's a you talk about tenure, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard this story maybe 2 weeks ago. accounting professor at University of Southern California, or out that way.
UCLA.
Okay.
Very liberal.
Wanted some of his students came to him.
Yeah.
Some of his African American students came to him and said, "Don't give us the final exam. We're too distraught. We're too upset over the whole George Floyd thing, and we can't concentrate on our studies."
Yeah.
And he said, "No. Final exam is going to be on this date. You got to take it, or you're going to fail."
Man after my heart.
He got suspended.
See?
He got suspended.
He got suspended.
The teacher. The students didn't get what they wanted.
Okay, there you
so
go.
we keep crying to a higher level, and now that we're all the way up to the president of the college, who then comes back at the teacher and says the teacher was wrong, and they suspended him.
There was a news item last night in
Unbelievable.
the south section of Chicago where 60 shootings took place
Last night?
this weekend.
Okay.
60
Oh, you heard about last night.
shootings in South Chicago.
Not surprised.
And I don't know how many were killed. One was a 3-year-old boy was
Oh.
shot.
I heard about the 3-year-old boy. Yeah.
Crossfire.
60 shootings there.
Yeah.
Things are bad in Seattle, and Atlanta are still bad.
Oh, I'm sure. The mayor there, the chief of police resigned, right?
Yes.
Right. That's in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break on the Coffee and program and bring in the weather report being sponsored by Lowe's. And today we are looking at chance of showers and thunderstorms before noon, and then some of the storms could produce some heavy rain. Otherwise, it's going to be partly sunny later this afternoon with a high temperature near 88. Tonight, partly cloudy, low around 66. Tuesday, we have a slight chance of showers before 2 in the afternoon. Otherwise, it's going to be a mostly sunny day with a high near 91. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low 67. Wednesday, partly sunny, chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning. High will be near 87. The outlook for Thursday, mostly sunny and a high near 86. And right now, outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street with cloudy skies, we have 73 degrees. Shop Lowe's and pick up 5 bags of Scott's mulch for just $10, valid through June 24th, in-store only, and while supplies last. Selection varies by location, U.S. only, except Alaska and Hawaii,
What did they
because
say?
we don't like them, I guess.
5 bags of mulch
For $10, that's a deal.
Yes.
I'm going there.
Pick up 5 bags of
I'll
mulch.
pick up tomorrow.
You want to
There-
borrow my truck, Charlie?
You know what? Every old man wants a little red truck.
I
Is
got
yours
a white.
red?
Mine is white.
All right. I always wanted to pick a little pickup truck.
All right.
But you can't believe how many times I looked around for a friend that had
Yeah.
one. You need one all the
Yeah,
time.
of course you do.
You must be in demand with that truck.
Well, I try not to be, but once in a while. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ro, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. By the way, you got
By the way, after this show,
Look at that truck.
You still have that truck?
Yeah, that's right. After
As they see me driving
after
by?
this program, we're going up to Lowe's. You and I
Yeah.
with the pickup
All
truck
right.
and picking
Pick
up
up
5
some
bags of mulch.
I didn't bring the truck this morning, though, Charlie. Sorry. I got my wife's
you
car.
copped out.
My wife's car needs service, so she let me take it today. And on the way home from Woonsocket, stop by the garage and talk about. Yeah.
All right, more Coffee Ends coming up. Please stay tuned. We've got a couple of messages to get to.
Call 877-DRIVE-ED. Who's Ed?
That's the number for Levante's Auto School.
You can't wait to get your license. You want to get behind the wheel and drive. Let's roll. You want to be in control, but you gotta learn how to survive. Levante's Auto School shows you how to learn the rules and keep your cool.
Levante's Auto School knows how important it is to be a good driver, so they stress the importance of having a positive attitude behind the wheel. Levante's also makes it extra convenient for busy teenagers by scheduling classes at night, on weekends, during school vacations, and easy makeup schedule. 4-star rated and staffed with patient, experienced instructors. Levante's Auto School, 1-877-DRIVE-ED, accepting Rhode Island and Massachusetts students.
Call 877-DRIVE-ED. Who's Ed?
That's Levante's Auto School.
And now, Levante's Auto School is certified by both Rhode Island and Massachusetts to teach the driver's training course over the Internet. No need to wait. Call now.
Riverfront Patio Dining awaits you at River Falls Restaurant. Enjoy your lunch or dinner as you overlook the Blackstone River. Here are some of the wonderful items on the menu. Steak and Peppers Pizza, baked stuffed haddock, and choice filet mignon. Make your River Falls Restaurant reservations today by calling 401-235-9026. 888-235-9026 or go online to riverfallscomplex.com. You'll love the Riverfront Patio Dining at River Falls Restaurant, Market Square, Woonsocket.
Hi, this is Don Brunell inviting you to join us on the Midday Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday with the Super Quiz, great oldies, and interesting guests.
Don Brunell is back Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m.
This segment of the Coffee and program is sponsored by the Call newspaper.
The Call, Woonsocket's daily hometown newspaper since 1892, is still essentially a paper for the people. Our photographs record happenings that make news, and some will have historical significance in years to come, while others are intended to entertain or inform you of current events. They illustrate life's drama, which runs the gamut of humor to tragedy and everywhere in between. We're more than a reporter of daily news. Many readers continue to look to our paper for entertainment and relaxation offered by cartoons, comics, and other lighter features offered daily. In addition, we provide you with dates, times, and places of social event happenings throughout the community. Local sports covered daily by award-winning sports staff writers. If you're not subscribing to your local daily newspaper, you should. Call us today at 767-8522. Home delivery is just a phone call away at 767-8522. We take great pride in our publication and our sincere wish to serve you, our readers, at The Call.
All right, Coffee In on ONAM and FM. This is Joe Callahan here with Charlie Baldelli and Romeo Berthium, and we do have a message that's been sent in by email. You can send one in as well to coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And it says, if you want to remove plantations, you must replace Rhode Island also, and for two reasons. Here we go. We do not live in Rhode Island. This is an island, and most of the state is not an island.
That's right.
Most of all the slave trade commerce in colonial times was done in Rhode Island through Newport, not out of ports and Providence plantations. If we are going to wipe away the bad memories of slavery, Rhode Island as a state name must go too. So we must rename the state completely if we rename it at all. And my suggestion was just to go back to the original Rogues Island.
Rogues
Let's call it Rogues Island, like they did back in colonial times.
Well, how about this? I mean, let's continue this foolishness.
All right.
Let's separate Rhode Island into two parts. Let's part of Rhode Island secede from the other part of Rhode Island, so you can still have Newport, Portsmouth, and Middletown. That'll be Rhode Island. The rest of it will be whatever name you want to use.
Heritage, Romeo? Did they try to do that in Canada, Quebec?
Yeah, and that came close. They had a very close vote. Quebec would have been, by the way, it's pronounced Quebec. Quebec.
Say it again.
Quebec. French. Quebec.
I'm going to check that out with my wife.
Okay, she'll tell you. Quebec would have been an island surrounded by English provinces.
It came very close.
Oh, it did.
Oh, I brought this up quite a few months ago. Something happened in Rhode Island. I forget what it was. Something dumb. And I said, that's it. We're gonna cut the state in half.
Yeah.
Right around, right underneath Providence. Okay. And everything to the north joins Massachusetts. Everything to the south joins Connecticut. Aquidneck Island goes to Massachusetts. Block Island goes to Long Island. They're part of New York.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no more state. We're joining the others, and we now have 49 states.
Think of the money and then of course D.C. becomes a state, so you're back to 50.
Okay, fine. There, perfect. End of story.
And Puerto Rico.
And we
Did
can get
anybody listen?
nobody listened. Nobody
cared.
listened.
Oh,
But
Joe,
can you-
I think Massachusetts said no.
Yeah, we don't want you.
those communities.
I
at all.
personally would not have a problem with that. You would, because you're a true Rhode Islander, Charlie.
yeah.
Living in Mass now, and I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would really say.
It
I
would
don't.
be a
I don't think. I don't think they should touch the state at all. Leave it the way it is, and leave the name. That's the way I feel.
If we got to change the entire name, what do we call it now?
Well, you said Rogues Island.
Well, yeah, but
I know.
but it's not an island,
you
so you
mean-
really can't call it
How
that.
about Joe's place?
I like that. That's fine. That works out for me.
Good one, Charles.
We have another note that's been written in to the panel. Caller heard online that there will be another civil war within 5 years.
Whoa.
You know, it's interesting that you say that. And it's kind of scary because,
It is
again,
scary.
I was talking to my son, my other son, yes, we were all together, and he predicts, he actually said that. He said, I think this is the beginning of a second civil war. That's what he said. And I heard that. I was kind of like, wow, really? And then I thought about it. he might be onto something, and somebody else said the same thing. By the way, that message was not called in by my son.
No, I don't believe
because
so.
he doesn't listen. No,
The silent, as I said,
That's
the silent
scary.
majority
Yeah.
has had it. They
Yeah.
have had it with all these demonstrations.
yeah,
Well, that's
That's
it.
the
and
best
it's-
thing that's happened to Trump is all these demonstrations.
we'll see.
People are fed up.
Yeah,
And the new Civil War
Yeah.
won't be divided by states, north and
No.
south. It'll be, are you on the side of the police or not on the side of the police? And there's the demarcation.
well, I think what's happening in Seattle is a great example.
Yes.
That part of Seattle has seceded from not only Seattle, but from Washington State and from the U.S.
Yeah.
And they can do whatever they want. They're
Look how well it's
autonomous.
working out.
I know.
It's so funny. Someone got
Yeah.
killed there,
Yeah.
and then they called in the Seattle police to come investigate. They said no.
And you know what?
You're in charge over there. Do it yourself.
I don't blame them at all.
Yeah.
Really.
All right. Another note to Romeo. Ready, Romeo?
Yes.
3 cheers to the Deasy brothers from Providence College, who were, quote, the best history instructors.
And I have a feeling I know who that is, but I won't identify Ray Bacon. But Bob, sorry, Bob Deasy was the best. He was probably the best teacher I ever had, ever. He inspired me to become a history teacher.
Yeah?
Originally, I was an English major,
Okay.
and we had to take a class called History of England, because you were an English major, and everybody had to take that class. And I took this course with this guy, and I said, "Oh my God, I love this guy." So I switched my majors and became a history teacher.
So how,
and he
how-
inspired me, and I
how
told him
far
that.
back did they go in English history? You can go back
all the way to
centuries.
all the way back to the way back.
This,
I mean, the prehistoric times.
one
They started
question-
Really?
all the way up to the present.
Wow.
One
Okay.
question for you, Mario.
Yes, sir.
Father Shanley is retired.
That's
yes,
right.
did,
the
you
pre-
ever, did you ever encounter
I
meeting
never.
him?
I did not know him. I graduated in 1968, which
Okay.
is 52 years ago. I hate to admit that. He's about maybe early 60s, so he would have
Did
been
a
10
great
years
job,
old when I
But
graduated.
he was compelled
Yeah.
to retire because of his
yeah.
age.
Yeah, he's probably 65. I don't know how old he is, but I know who he is, and I
It was a nice story
I
on him.
met him once, but I never really knew him the way I knew others. But the Dominican fathers, great job. Providence College, of course, a great institution, and I have no regrets about having studied there. But no, the Deasy brothers, and Bob had a brother named Dick, and Dick also taught history. I had him as well for diplomatic history, but Bob was the best, and
So 3 brothers all taught history?
Two brothers.
2 all brothers.
Bob and Dick. And did he say 3 in this?
No, he just said the
Deasy brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were from East Providence. Nice people and good teachers and demanding. They weren't
Oh,
easy.
the 3 is 3 cheers to the Deasy
3
brothers.
cheers. Thank you, Ray, for bringing that up.
Not Ray.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Never mind.
Another fan of yours.
Another fan. yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to. Yeah, all right.
All right.
Sorry, Ray.
Another.
It's interesting what you said about the Civil War.
Yeah.
I can see it coming.
That's scary.
It
My
is.
son brought that up. You just brought it
Yeah,
up.
unless things
Now-
change.
Yeah.
You can't have anarchists running everything. Anarchists running everything.
Well-
You can't. That's right. Nothing will get done.
Yeah, it's scary because there's no law and order. There's no
Yeah.
law. I mean, call the police like you just said. So, take care of it.
Yeah.
you broke away. It's your problem now.
I would
Scary.
suspend all utilities to that 6-block crew. That 6
Yeah.
blocks.
I think they
Yeah.
might. I think they already might have done that.
I'd say no more electricity, no more
Yeah.
gas, no more water, no more whatever. No,
You know, it almost makes you feel like I'm glad I'm at the tail end of my life, but then I think of my kids and my grandkids, and
Yeah, they have
that's
to deal
very,
with it.
very selfish. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel terrible about all this. What was it? Louis the 15th, King of France, I think, said, "Après moi le déluge," after me the flood. I don't care what happens after I'm gone.
Wow.
I don't
well,
feel.
being in the twilight of a career,
Yes.
maybe distinguished or not
Yeah.
so distinguished.
Extinguished.
I am extinguished.
Yeah. What
I'm
about?
seeing the end. And
You
I don't want to be around 20 years from now,
Yeah.
or 10 years from now.
But you got to feel bad for the next generation after that too, because they have to deal with it. You know.
So there was a movie made in the early 1980s,
Okay.
and it was a projection of the future into
Yeah.
1999.
Okay.
Back then.
Yep.
But it was an action movie, and it was called Escape from New York. Ever see it?
I've heard of it, but I don't remember
Never
seeing
saw
it.
The premise
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
and it's kind of what's turning into Seattle right now. The premise is, Charlie, New York City has basically become a prison. It is the federal prison for the entire United States. And if you're convicted and sent there, they just kind of drop you in with a parachute, and you're on your own. The entire island is completely walled in. There's always helicopters because people are trying to escape, and they shoot them if you try to escape. And if you try to go over the wall's about 50 feet high, so it's tough. But they just drop prisoners in. Okay, you're on your own. It's kind of what's going on in Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on your own. We'll see how well it works out.
Ron, do you remember, and I vaguely remember that
Gary.
one of the communist rulers said that the United States will destroy itself internally.
Nikita Khrushchev, very good. And he said, "We will bury you." That's what he said.
Yeah, he
We
said
will bury
you.
you.
will do it internally. You will
Yeah, and he was
destroy yourself
right.
internally.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah,
I
he
hope
was
wasn't
he was prophetic, not pathetic. Prophetic.
Yeah.
I
Now, did he say?
I know that didn't go to Providence College, but I know what you meant. I know what you meant, Romeo.
I didn't mean that, John.
Did
I
he
didn't mean
say?
that.
Did he?
I wanted to make the point for the listeners.
Okay.
Did he have a time piece
No.
on when this might happen? He just said it,
No.
it just will happen.
Didn't he do that when he visited the U.S. in the late 50s?
I thought it was in the UN and banged his
That's
shoe.
what I meant. Yeah, took his shoe off and
Banged
banged
him on the
it.
podium,
yeah. They wouldn't let him into Disneyland. Remember that? He was really upset. That's before Disney World in
If
California.
he's the guy that said that. He was prophetic.
He was.
Yeah.
He said you're going to destroy yourself internally.
He predicted that, and he was right. Yeah.
Well, he's not right just yet. But we're getting there.
You know, Khrushchev's son was a professor at Brown University. You knew that, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
He looked just like his father.
He did.
Just
Scary.
like him. It was unbelievable.
It was,
same size, same bald head,
Yeah.
same body shape. It was
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah. He was I think he was a political science professor too. Yeah.
That would have been fascinating to have him as a professor.
Imagine that.
would have been
Say,
something.
my father was Nikita Khrushchev.
Yeah.
I remember.
Really?
Here's the inner workings of the Kremlin. That would have been something. All right.
Someday I'll be able to tell my kids that I sat on a panel with the former mayor of Woonsocket, Charles Baldelli.
Oh,
Boy, will they be impressed, huh?
oh boy.
All right,
Romeo,
more.
That's an ultimate compliment. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, more coffee hands coming up. We do have a couple of other messages to get to, and we will, if these guys let me get a word in edgewise.
That's
More-
a hint.
It's your show, Joe.
Oh, that's. We'll be quiet then.
Gain control. Gain control.
Where's my shoe?
This is anarchy. Anarchy. Gain control, Joe.
All right. This portion of the Coffee and program has been sponsored by the Call newspaper.
The Call is proud to announce a new and improved daily classified advertising program for our newspaper readers, subscribers, and advertisers. Blackstone Valley Values is a more affordable local buying and selling marketplace every day of the week. Lost and found, apartment rentals, items for sale, homes for sale or rent, and even job listings will now be even more within your reach. As always, if you have something you want to sell, call us today with your ad and it'll appear in the next day's call. Be sure to contact us, though, before the 3 p.m. deadline. Furthermore, if you're a subscriber to the Call, you'll benefit from value member discounts and possibly some free advertisements with this new program offer. The Call continues to be dedicated to you, as we have been for over 120 years. Call us today and learn more about our new classified program at 767-8503. To subscribe to the Call and become a valued member, call today 767-8522. I'm here with Kara Benjamin of the Benjamin Insurance Agency. Kara, what's most important to you as a business owner?
The most important thing to me as a business owner is to be there for my customers in the moment of truth. It's not just writing the policy and you're done. It's about being there for my customers when there's an accident, a fire, or even a death. Helping them get through tough moments in life. That's my job as an agent.
You're in good hands with Allstate and Kara and Celeste Benjamin of the Benjamin Insurance Agency, 125 Eddie Dowling Highway, across from Dowling Village in North Smithfield, 765-5000.
Our business is truly a referral business, and we have built it based on our premier service level and commitment to what we do. If you are looking for personalized service with people who care, that would be us.
Our lives have changed in many ways since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. Spending more time at home has given us opportunities to organize, try new recipes, and take virtual fitness classes. We've embraced distant learning and connect with work and friends through Zoom meetings. But what about your children's mental health? Have you talked to them and asked them how they're feeling? Remember to check in with your kids. Take a walk with them, share a meal, and offer your support. Talk early, talk often, talk now.
This message sponsored by the Blackstone Valley Prevention Coalition and the Department of Behavioral Health Care, Developmental Disabilities, and Hospitals.
All right, it is Coffee In here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Callahan with Romeo Berthum and Charlie Baldelli. We do have a couple of messages to get to. All right, these black demonstrations are erratical.
Erratical?
Irrational, maybe?
Maybe it's irrational, but okay.
Good job.
And completely out of control. There are hundreds of people that are shot by police all over the country almost every day. Whites, blacks, Hispanics, etc. Black cops shoot whites, etc., and vice versa. But television shows only the signaling out of the white cops abusing the blacks. And you know who's lighting the fuse for all of this? The media.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I don't know who that
I
was,
agree.
but whoever you are, well said.
Right on the money.
Right
there?
on the money.
Okay. Okay, that's the same thing. It's from the same writer. And let's see. All right, I got to that one. All right, I think we're all set. I think I'm all caught up on messages.
Good.
Okay.
Hey, we got 4 of them so far.
Yeah, so things are going well.
We're doing something right, Charles.
All right, this one I don't get. Now I know this is a problem all over the state, all over the city, all over New England.
Yeah.
It's the shooting off of illegal fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
I know. Heard them last night.
Which is amazing. But now Providence officials say they're taking a step to crack down on illegal firework use, and they're going to. The city is now requiring fireworks vendors to hold a sales permit at the cost of $50 annually. All right, that makes no sense because those vendors only sell the legal fireworks,
Right.
sparklers, and they call them ground fireworks, not the things you shoot up in the air, which is what's happening everywhere.
And do you know why?
Well, there's no professional fireworks
Exactly.
displays.
And there's an upsurge in the sale of fireworks because of that, and they started early, and I predict they're going to continue all summer long.
Probably are. And it's going to get, it's ramping up now because the 4th of July is 2 weeks away.
2 weeks. But see, usually you didn't hear fireworks.
Until July 1.
Yeah, exactly. 2 or 3 days before.
But now, and people are they're running to New Hampshire
Yeah. Sure.
to fill up their vehicle with as much
Yeah.
that they can
And because
to bring it back because they're selling the ones that you can shoot up in the air.
And a lot of people are staying home this year because they can't go anywhere. It's a staycation, so they got the extra money.
Staycation.
Staycation, that's a good word.
That's what it's called, yeah.
Staycation. It's kind of, it's too bad. I think local communities should continue with the fireworks displays. What the heck? Just keep people away, that's all.
Hey, you know what?
Just have them.
I was on the phone with my
Why not?
niece, the mayor. She called
Yeah.
me the other night.
Yeah.
And I meant to ask her about
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Well, next time.
Next time you talk to her.
Well, this is what you can do. What they're doing in Uxbridge
Okay, might come.
for their high school. They're actually going to have their high school graduation in July.
Yep.
And it's going to be at the high school. But if you're a parent or someone that wants to go, you can't go onto the field. You stay at your car.
Yep.
Oh.
And the graduates will be over there. But you stay at your car. That's what can be done with the fireworks display.
Exactly.
Drive into wherever they're going to be,
Yep.
and you stay at your car. That's
Yep.
that's
Yep.
it. No moving around.
Yeah.
And therefore, we can still have them.
Yeah, I think they should. I think it's a bad decision, not because everything's outside anyway, and
Yeah.
it's safer outside than you are inside with the coronavirus. I don't know. I just think people of I'll say it again, they have overreacted to all this.
No kidding. Ron.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Understatement
We're
of
going to
the-
look back at this year and say how stupid what all
2020. I can't wait for New Year's Eve. I'm not going to toast the New Year coming in. I'm going to say
The New
goodbye
Year
to
leaving?
the
The
most
old
miserable year of most of our lives. You know.
And it was such a cool year, 2020.
I
it looked
know.
great at the beginning.
Yeah.
It doesn't make us visionaries.
Oh, I like that. 2020.
Not at all.
Very good,
2020.
Charlie. Excellent. That's a good one.
Hey, by the way,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, Joe. 5 bags of mulch for $10.
At Lowe's.
I know where Charlie's going
and,
after
and,
the show.
And they accept if you're a veteran, they give you an additional 10%
Discount?
off.
Wow.
How about really?
That's $9 for you, Charlie.
Ah, $9 for me.
Can you throw in AARP in there too?
No, they don't accept that.
They don't know.
One or the other.
All right, veterans is
But they
okay.
so many veterans were doing it. Now, now you have to qualify.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of mulch in those beds at your house.
Yeah, my God.
Lot
Now
more.
$9 for me, Romeo.
But
5 bags for $9.
I know where you're going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then you got to put the mulch out. I mean, you just can't hang on to it.
No, that's what
Well,
wives
I haven't
do.
had a
lot of
job
work.
in 28 years, so I can find the time, Joe.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask your lovely wife to do it for you.
My wife would.
I know she would.
Jeanette would do it, and she's the greatest.
Sure, I
My
know
wife is
that.
the greatest.
All right, let's see what else is going. What else? Anything important going on?
Because she used to employ you and your.
Yeah, she was, and she's a nice
Hey,
lady.
if you like flying JetBlue, they're coming back to TF Green Airport.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're flying to Tampa.
In October, right?
Yeah, next month.
Yeah.
But we're devotees of Southwest. We use
You are.
Southwest for everything.
I'm a devotee, I like that word, of Allegiant.
Allegiant.
Flies right out of Providence directly to Punta Gorda.
JetBlue.
It was funny, Charlie. Last time I flew was Southwest, and people are they're such creatures of habit. And when people get on and maybe you've seen this, when people get on a Southwest airline, they start filling up from the front. Oh, we have to be in the front.
Yeah.
But not me. I'm just different. When I get on, I walk all the way to the back. I want the absolute last row.
Why?
Really?
Yes,
Why?
I do. Really, because I'm usually not in a hurry.
And you don't want anybody behind you.
I don't like having anyone behind me. That's good too.
Yeah.
And maybe no one will sit with me. I'm flying alone.
Yeah,
I would like a little more room. But then the flight attendant, who's back there, and I sit down. She actually says, your seat doesn't recline. That's fine. I'm okay with where I am. Well, then she gets on her microphone and she's encouraging people to come to the back.
No.
I'm like, what are you doing? And now I'm trying to be funny, of course.
But you know what? You can't get off the plane. You have to wait forever. Everybody on the overhead bins.
I know.
My God, people taking luggage down and all
I know.
that.
They don't check luggage anymore. It's too much of a
I
hassle.
do.
But
I check the luggage.
You're one of the few now.
But I usually have like another hour to wait for my connecting flight,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
or
terrible.
wherever I've landed. All right, I'm not in any hurry to get anywhere, so I don't mind being the last person off the plane.
You know, Joe, talking about planes, one of my pet peeves in flying is those reclining seats. I think they should eliminate those.
Yeah, just keep
Because
everything straight
I
up.
don't know if you've ever sat down when somebody in front of you just reclines.
You know what?
And you just about have this much room.
Yeah.
I hate that.
We fly a lot.
Yeah.
That's never happened to me.
Okay.
No?
Do you recline your seat?
No.
See? You don't do it because you probably don't want the guy
Right.
behind you to... I got you. I understand. But I can't stand that when they do that. I can't stand it. And I think one of the things I like about Allegiant, I'm not pushing them, but I'm just telling you, they don't have reclining seats.
No. Okay.
They
You want
don't.
to sleep? Sleep
It's-
sitting up.
No, really.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see where I've actually seen fights on planes of people not
Reclining seats?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ladies saying, do you mind pulling your seat up? I just got my drink and you're spilling it all over the place, and an obscenity was uttered, and then the steward. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The worst thing
What
is
they
that
call it?
some young kid behind you kicking the seat in front of them, and you're sitting in that seat.
Oh yeah. Well, Southwest, you have to. Depends on what group you're in, and
Yeah, A, B, or C.
try to get an A. You got to
Yeah.
book a year in advance.
Oh no, you can pay a little extra. That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Paid a little
pay
extra. I'm in the A
yeah.
group
You are?
because I want that last row.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do,
No one else wants it, but I do.
Yeah,
And that's how I. That's
true.
how I
You can
secure
you
it.
can pay a little extra. Yeah.
And if you hurry up and go all the way to the back,
Yeah.
plenty of overhead space. You're not fighting
Yeah.
anything,
And you're near the restrooms too.
and you're near the restroom.
And that comes in handy
That's great too.
as you get older, Joe. As
Don't look at me, Romeo.
as the prostate grows.
And speaking of Providence College,
Thank you, Romeo.
You're
on my
welcome.
last flight,
Yeah.
from Washington, from Dulles Airport to Providence.
Yep.
We're all lining up.
Yep.
My A group is lining up.
Yep.
Who's about 7 persons in front of me? Ed Cooley from
You're
Providence
kidding.
College. I'm
Wow.
like, I turned to a complete
Talk to him?
stranger next to me because we're all going to Providence. I said,
Yeah.
"Isn't that Ed Cooley?" And he's like, "Sure is." I go, "So this is cool." So we all board, and
Wow.
I'm trying to find him on the plane
Yeah, you want to
because I don't want to sit with him.
I
I just want to say hi.
Hi.
Right.
And I found him. He's doing stuff in his chair and getting ready. And as I walk by him, I just say, "Go Friars!" And he stopped what he was doing, looked right at me,
Yeah.
and said, "Thank you very much." And I just kept walking.
That's
Oh,
good.
good boy, Joe.
I'm like, "That's so cool."
That was
That
cool.
Ed Cooley-
And you handled it well.
I thought so because I
Instead
know
of,
because
yeah.
some people are going to rush. Oh, I got to sit with him.
Yeah. Right.
And now they're going to talk his ear off for the next hour
No.
about Providence College basketball, and maybe he just wants to relax.
He does. Most people do when they fly.
Or maybe he's going to go over game plans or listen to. I don't know
Or
what
you
he's
just
going to do.
want an hour of 2 or 3 hours of
Yeah.
solitude. Yeah, leave
So-
me alone.
How long does it take to fly Allegiant to Florida for you?
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's about the same as
Yeah,
Southwest
yeah.
to Tampa.
As opposed to two 2.5 days on the road.
Oh, forget about that. Hey, Romeo, forget about that.
Oh yeah, I'm done with that too. Let me tell you, we bought a car in Florida.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
And
We keep
you
a
know
car
what?
there.
It was the best investment I ever
Oh, yeah.
made
Keep the
because
car
you
there.
don't have to fly
And you keep it
anymore.
there?
Yeah.
If you can't afford to rent a car during prime time in Florida, cost must be prohibitive.
That's true. Oh, it is. It's crazy, but it's so handy to have it because you don't
Yep.
have to worry about driving anymore.
So Liz Warren says she's still in the VP running.
Who is?
Elizabeth
Oh,
Warren.
No, she's not gonna-
From
no.
Massachusetts.
Please.
Yeah,
No.
she's
Please.
yes.
No, she's
Yes.
too close. First of all, she's too close to Delaware. They got to have a geographical, California and Delaware.
Oh, I see what you mean. All right.
And
All right.
secondly, she made too many enemies during her campaign. And she's too far to the. They need somebody more moderate, and she's of the wrong color.
Kamala Harris is not moderate. She's
No, but
way out.
she's of the right color.
I can remember her with the Kavanaugh.
Oh yeah, you're right. I agree. She's probably as liberal, if not more liberal, than Elizabeth Warren. But
And not a nice person.
I don't know her. Never met her. You met her?
No.
You just
Who's
know
this,
her?
Harris?
Her actions
Harris.
during.
Harris had a quote over the weekend
Yeah.
that basically said, if you're a Trump supporter, when we win, Biden and her,
Yeah.
when we win in November, look out because we're coming after you.
Now, when she
Like,
said,
physically, we're coming after you.
now, see,
Here's your civil war coming, by the way,
now when she
if
said
they get in.
when we win, did she mean her and Biden, or did she mean the Democrats?
If you would ask her that, she's gonna say the Democrats. But
But-
I think she really means
That,
her
that
and
could have been
Joe.
a Freudian slip.
Could have
She
been.
probably already knows she's been asked. She's probably
Maybe.
been asked already.
Maybe,
Say
yeah.
that. Yep.
But there's your civil war, Charlie.
Yeah.
If they go, are the thought police going to come after you? Say, who did you vote for?
That's scary.
And I saw Trump tweeted out this morning. By the way, he's already concerned about the mail-in ballots, and how rigged the election's going to be this fall, because he's thinking mail-in ballots from other countries are going to flood into this country.
But
And-
which tells me though that Trump is really afraid to lose, and if he does lose, he's going to cry foul. He's going to say it was
Probably.
fixed.
Yep.
Because he won the election in 2016, but he lost the popular vote, and he kept saying how much fraud there was in that. But he
Do you
won. I would have just
Charlie,
kept
do you,
quiet.
do you want mail-in votes?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with
You
it.
know, they talk about the popular vote.
Yeah.
2 million of it came from California and 1 million from New York.
Really?
That was the 3 million.
Yep. And then, of course, the states that Trump won that made him president, the popular vote in all of those states is very, very close. I don't know the numbers. I don't have them with me. But so, yeah, he's focusing on those. But
we
the
have
thing
all
is,
the liberals on one coast and
Yeah.
on the other coast.
Yeah.
the,
That's right.
the flyover states, are you saying just conservative?
It's
Yeah.
Middle class America.
What do they
that's
call them? The
right
yeah.
on the
Is
middle.
that what they call them? Flyover?
Well, why do you think Trump has his rallies in the middle of America? That's where his fan base
And why,
is,
and,
for
why
the
is
most
the,
part.
and why is the media saying this morning on the way in? I was listening to another station. Sorry, Joe.
Oh.
And apparently they're saying that there's an upsurge in coronavirus in Oklahoma. Oh, what a coincidence!
Don't believe anything
I know.
the media tells you.
I know.
Fake news. Is that what Donald calls it? Fake news?
But all of it is,
On both
where-
sides.
on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
And where are they getting their information? I don't know.
You don't get
Which
news
thing
anymore.
you
You
know?
get opinions
Yes.
or propaganda.
Yeah. Welcome to Nazi Germany.
So scary.
Is that
All
the
right.
concluding statement?
That's
for
our
today?
concluding statement
Okay.
for today.
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
Very entertaining program. Thank you, Romeo.
Thank
Joe
you,
Gallo.
Charles.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Romy, for
Don't
coming
forget
in
the
today.
don't forget the mulch.
Yes,
I'm
the mulch.
going to get
The
my
mulch.
5 bags as soon as I leave
Get,
here.
All right.
And get my
Romeo's
10%
truck.
senior discount, my
That's
veterans
right.
discount besides.
Now you're going to
get
$9 bucks.
$9.
5 bags a month for $9.
Wow, what a
they're
deal.
not saying is the bags are only this big.
All right.
I'll need a landscaper to take care
Oh,
of
I'm retired. I'm retired now.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
I almost got you.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Stay tuned for At the Library with Leslie Page and Food First with Karen Zangari. It's all next on ON Radio.